sports fans. We are back. Sportstown, courtesy of Sportstown Chicago, you have found Notre Dame College Prep Hockey as the Fighting Dons will be taking on the Mustangs of St. Rita. Watching here on the Notre Dame Hockey Network, powered by the Illinois Media School. My name is Kevin Berger, and joining me today is Eric Schellen. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day, but Eric Schellen is here with me. Eric, what are just some early thoughts here between the Mustangs and the Fighting Dons that you noticed?
Well, I think the big key here early on is going to be whether or not the Dons are able to sort of withstand St. Rita's offensive attack. This St. Rita team is averaging almost 4 goals per game. They've scored 54 goals in their 14 conference games. So that's going to be the biggest challenge right off the bat for this Notre Dame team, whether or not they can withstand and whether or not they can provide any offensive pressure of their own, as they're averaging under 2 goals per game themselves.
Yep, it is definitely going to be a battle of offensive powers here, as you did put, Eric. St. Rita's, they have themselves a juggernaut on offense. I mean, they have 4 players that they're in double digits in points. Jack Khalil comes to mind most because he is leading the team in goals with 10. Mm-hmm. Then Tyler Prozitsky with 6. Jake Chandler with 5. Everybody pretty much up and down the line has got at least 1 goal.
Yeah, they've got 7 players who have at least 4 goals on the season. Jack Khalil, as you mentioned. 5 players averaging, 5 players with over 10 points and 4 players averaging over 1 game. So it's going to be a real challenge for this Notre Dame team. It comes into today only 4-8-1.
And speaking of the Fighting Dons, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a brief look at them. Shane Zeman, the captain, and he has the most points with 10. He's pretty much the playmaker of this team with 7 assists as well. Alexander Gorgas also has 9, with Anthony Esposito with 7 and Ryan Sheehan with 5. So this is definitely going to be a very big action-packed Catholic League conference matchup with the Fighting Dons. They're literally fighting to try to get themselves into the playoff push, because they're going to need to start winning.
Yeah, again, I mean, they currently sit in 10th place at 4-8-1. St. Rita's at 8-6 and in 6th place. So St. Rita's certainly not going to make it easy on them tonight.
And we'll see how St. Rita reacts and responds to their last game on the 11th. They took a pretty big loss to Providence, 6-1. So we are going to see how they react to that game, as to that loss, as well as we are going to send it to the public address announcer for our pregame prayer and then the national anthem. Keep it here on Sportstown Chicago, Notre Dame Hockey Network, powered by the Illinois Media School.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we welcome your presence here among us and your love, alive in our community. We thank you for these 2 teams, these 2 wonderful Catholic high schools, and for the chance to better understand the world around us. We come together in your name on this ice in the spirit of brotherhood and the hope of growing closer to you. We ask that you guide us to our best effort with safety for all. We thank you for allowing us to be part of these school families, deepening our relationship with God and with one another. Do not let us take these days and nights for granted, for we all come away winners in you. As we don our school colors with pride, help us to be persons of faith, scholarship, and service. May Our Lady Notre Dame watch over us all. These things we pray in your name. Amen. Notre Dame, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Gentlemen, do your best.
And everybody, we are back here on the Notre Dame Hockey Network, powered by the Illinois Media School. Once again, Kevin Berger joining you here with a complete good bird's eye view of the action, along with Eric Schellen.
You got it.
I promise I'll get that right before the broadcast ends, as we are just about set to get this game underway, and the faceoff is won by the Mustangs. And play is stopped immediately
as we have people on the ice.
Well, that's not brilliant, is it? And guys, with that little break in the action, we do have time to give you the starting lineups for the Dons. We have Shane Zeman, Zach Landvit, and Seamus Malafi. In the front three, in the back end, Bradley Gill and Jacob Konradsky will be the defenseman, with Nick Delia in net.
We'll try that face-off again.
And the face-off is won by the Dons. And the puck now being taken by number 8. And the Mustangs dumping it on the end boards, picked up by number 9, Konradsky. Check, gets the puck back, advances up further, and here come the Dons. Puck into the neutral zone before it's stopped, where it's corralled by the Mustangs. Goes back in, dumped in on the inboards, where it's taken by Jana. Jana centering pass, nobody home. Picked up by the Mustangs before it's mishandled and cleared out. Big, thunderous hit on the far boards.
That was Donovan Model with the big hit right in front of the St. Rita bench.
And already the Mustangs looks like they're going to try to set the pace early as they shot it. It is a score! Number 8, Thomas Crane, never gave up on the play. Beat two of the Dons defensemen, just got in right in the crease.
That was Crane's 5th goal of the year. As you mentioned, he split 2 Notre Dame defenders and beat the goalie Delia stick side.
So with 14:08 left to go in the first period, the Mustangs are already up 1-0. This is kind of how we figured that this game was going to go. And we are going to see how the Dons respond here, as the Mustangs have already set the pace relatively quickly.
Yeah, again, this Mustangs team has got a very high-powered offense, so it'll be interesting to see how Notre Dame responds here.
And speaking of Notre Dame and St. Rita, we are back in action as St. Rita has it in the offensive end. Puck being fought for in the corner before it's brought out to the point where it's given to number 24, Campio, who loses it, and then they force us to retreat to Michael Perry.
Good idea there by Georges. He just wasn't able to complete the pass behind the net.
And puck just out of reach of number 19, Pazuski, before he dumps it in. He gets hit in the corner before he battles for possession.
That was Zach Lantfit who dumped Pazuski in the corner there.
And puck out in the neutral zone being fought for, won by the Dons. Inside shot, never got off a shot, and actually a lost stick, as that was number 20.
Esposito with the nice play there.
One-time shot, big save into the body by Delia.
Scotty Sletcher with the bomb from the blue line there, right into the gut of goaltender James Rollo. Or excuse me, that's I think that might be James Dolan. I can't tell if it's 30 or 35. My eyes aren't what they used to be.
I believe that's 35.
And that would be Michael Menard.
I think. I can't tell either.
So maybe it isn't my eyes.
They all look the same. In the meantime, we do have resumed possession. It's being fought for on Rita's end of the ice before it's dumped in behind the net, where it's then picked up by number 38 of Rita, and the puck is frozen by the goaltender. 12:37 left to go in this first period contest, and you have the Mustangs up 1-0 on the Notre Dame Fighting Dons.
Well, that was a nice, counterattack there by the Dons after giving up that early goal. They put a little bit of pressure here on the Mustangs.
And the faceoff is won by the Dons. Puck fought for behind the net before it's corralled by number 16, Psycho. Pass, nifty little move behind the net. Puck is eventually comes to Joe Delia, brother of Nick Delia. Delia to Psycho. Psycho fights. Delia keeps. Wanted a backhand, couldn't follow through. And here come the Mustangs on the counterattack with some speed. And a big hit at the blue line by the Dons.
Brady Gill with a nice open ice hit there.
Eric, that is one thing that we've seen so far already, is that this looks like it's going to be a very, very physical contest.
For sure.
And a one-time shot off and easily deflected away by Delia into the corner. Centering pass. Shot never got through. Or it's cleared back down the ice and is going to force the Mustangs to retreat and regroup. That's number 27, Iwanek. Puck chipped ahead by the Mustangs before it gets back out into the neutral zone. Dumped in at the goalie, and he gives away to his teammate. And the puck is kept in again by Notre Dame. They're done a very good job in these last couple of minutes of keeping the pressure up and trying to keep the puck in the offensive end.
Yeah, they've responded nicely to that initial push by the Mustangs. Settled things down here a little bit.
And Notre Dame waits as a change happens, and away we go. Pass intercepted in the neutral zone by the Mustangs. Shot fired on net. Good save by Delia with the glove. Puck just gets out of the defensive end, and St. Rita's going to have to tag up. Possession won by Notre Dame, and they chip it back in and go to the bench for a wholesale change. As does St. Rita. Puck in neutral zone pass intercepted by Garcia. Garcia chips it ahead, and the ref's arm is up, but play shall continue.
Yeah, it was just offsides. Notre Dame had to clear the zone.
And Slusher got away with what I think some people might have thought as a high stick, and
looks like he iced it, played it with a high stick, and then
iced it.
Shot it in from behind the red line for icing. Yeah.
As that is not something that Notre Dame wants to give St. Rita's a ton of opportunities, especially without having to work for it, and it's already in the offensive end.
Right, absolutely. You don't want to give your opposition free face-offs in your own zone.
Face-off is won by Notre Dame. Shot easily blocked out in front by Notre Dame, and away we go. Here comes Garcia on the right wing. Garcia knifes his way in, goes around the net, centering pass, nobody home. Puck picked up by Jana for the Mustangs, away we go. And pass couldn't connect on that one, and pass is intercepted as they trade turnovers. Rita driving in, stops at the half boards, and he gets dumped into the corner. That was number 38, Lane Scott, that got thumped on the boards. Puck works its way back down the ice. Sports picked up by number 24, Nicholas Campio.
It's another big hit by a Notre Dame defender. That one, Nick Janke down in the defensive zone.
And we were looking at the stats earlier. That is one thing that the Dons have had pretty consistently throughout their lives, is their willingness to go lay the wood.
Yeah, they're a very physical team, which is something that you need against a team that's got a lot of offensive firepower.
And speaking of the firepower, Rita trying to exercise that here, and a whistle is blown, and it appears that offsides may be the call.
Either offsides or maybe played it with a high stick.
And the face-off is eventually corralled by Rita. Shot into the glove of Delia as he saw that the whole way.
Rita had a potential 2-on-1 there with Jack Cahill, and Cahill chose to shoot it rather than look for the open man, and that was a nice glove save by Delia.
Face-off to Delia's left, and the face-off is eventually fought for in the corner with about half the players on either team in the far corner fighting for possession. It eventually comes to Cahill of the Mustangs. Cahill around the net at the half boards, dumps behind him. Another big hit by Notre Dame is what it's kept in by Rita. Now here comes Notre Dame. That was Jack Taylor, and then stuff attempt, no, hit the side of the net. Mustangs coming the other way. That's Pruzitsky. As he gets thumped off the puck, and a whistle is blown.
Looks like it's going to be interference on Zach Lanfit.
And so this is the first time we'll be seeing the special teams for these two teams today. And as we talked about already, Eric, multiple times, St. Rita has not had a problem with putting the puck in the net, as they've already done it once already. So we'll see how much this helps them now with 7:59 left to go in this first period.
Yeah, he squeezed off the St. Rita player there while they were both good. Lanfit wasn't going for the puck, he went for the body, and refs caught him.
And good. Almost cleared out by Notre Dame, and crowd shot, no, wide of the net. Rita behind the nets, and a good clear attempt there by the Dons. That's a big clear attempt there for Notre Dame, as they've already taken off the first 30 seconds of this man advantage. And shot saved by Delia. Wind it up from the point, and that's a good block out in front. That was number 4, Bradley Gill, getting in the way of that howitzer of a shot.
Yeah, Gill sacrificed his left leg on that one.
Here come the Mustangs. Dumps in, goes back around behind the net. Maintains possession, gets out to the corner. Another slap shot. No, and it goes in off the rebound.
It looks like it was number 6, Travis Dixon, and if so, that was his first goal of the year. It was hard to tell if he got a piece of it or if it trickled its way in from the blue line there.
Lane Scott had the initial shot from the point, and it looks like...
Hard to tell on the replay.
As we are trying to look at the replay. And
it's hard to tell. It looks like it may have gone in from the point and just trickled in there.
Well, either way, that is how that man advantage went, and now Rita is up 2-0.
And Notre Dame's got themselves in an early hole here.
And the puck is, in the meantime, is...
Wait a second. I think they may have actually... We missed that completely. It looks like they actually called no goal.
Oh, they didn't?
Yeah. This is still... Wow, we completely missed that looking at the replay. Yeah.
And in the meantime, while we're trying to figure that out, let's look at what Rita is going to be doing here in the offensive end as they kept in by number 17, Delvin. And a puck slot. Shot. No. Good save by Delia again.
Flashed to the left pad there nicely.
Notre Dame. Garcia on the right wing. Trying to knife his way in. Can't cut. Good defense there by Rita as Garcia gets tied up.
Notre Dame killed off the power play there.
And here comes St. Rita trying to find a third goal. Second goal, excuse me. We already established that one didn't exist. Shot blocked out in front by Notre Dame. Another shot kicked away by Delia. Teed up, shot never got through. Zawanik's shot never got through, and then number 16 that's number 18, Alex Gorgas, dumps it in and goes to the bench for a change. Rita.
The ref took a header in the St. Rita zone. Looks like he's okay.
And in the meantime, a scrum forward in the neutral zone before it's picked up by the Mustangs. In the corner, centering pass, never got through, and Delia is able to cover it up.
Jake Jana with a nice attempt there. He was in the corner, didn't really have an angle. Throw it at the goal, and good things sometimes happen. And for St. Rita, good thing almost happened there for them. You can see he just fires it in. It goes off of the Notre Dame player, and Dahlia has to react quickly.
Skate.
Yep.
4:53 left to go in this first period as the faceoff is won by the Dons. Puck kept in by Rita's. And the puck stolen away by Notre Dame, and away we go as Gorgas gives chase. Odie dumps it out in the front end to his goalie, and his goalie covers up for the whistle.
Again, you never can tell what's going to happen when you put the puck at the net. And that one took a funky bounce, and the St. Rita goaltender had to cover up, giving Notre Dame a face-off in the offensive zone.
Don's shot never got through. And away we go. That's number 15, Moti. Puck fought for. Eventually corralled by Notre Dame.
Dangerous pass out in front of the net there.
And Gorgas on open ice couldn't handle the hot puck. Esposito. Good team defense there by the Mustangs.
You can definitely see the ice has been slanted on the Notre Dame side most of this game, and you can tell by the 8-2 shot advantage so far that Notre Dame's having some difficulty getting their offense moving here.
And Rita again back in Notre Dame's offensive zone once again. That's Scott. Puck kept in. Scott point blank, pass in. Centering pass, nobody home for the Mustangs. The slot was wide open too if they could have had somebody there.
It was another nice offensive play by St. Rita, but solid defense in front of the net by Notre Dame so far.
And clearing attempt stop, one-timer off the turnover. Easy save for, I believe that was number 30, James Dolan.
Yeah, Malahi had he was open in between the two face-off dots, and puck back came right to him in between the face-off dots, and the puck was saved by Dolan.
And face-off is won by St. Rita. And puck gets as far as center ice before it then has to be regrouped by the Mustangs. Taken by the Dons, and then Gorgas falls over.
Georges looking for a penalty there. Looks like he was tripped, and he didn't get that call.
And puck is dumped in on the inboards by the Mustangs. Or it's taken behind the net, picked up by the Dons. That's number 23, Kostich. Centering pass right to Notre Dame. And Zeman giving chase, and before it's taken away by number 8, Crane.
Crane ran over Malahi in the offensive zone there.
Rita knifing in, shot saved by Delia, as that was number 23, Koslich, and there are some fisticuffs being broken out, and I believe it was started off of a hit on the, let's take a look and see what happened on the replay.
St. Rita just went a little hard into the goalie,
and it looks like someone came in late. I can't tell if it was Notre Dame or Rita, but somebody came in late to the pile and took what looked like to be would have been a cross check.
There are going to be some penalties called here. It looks like Joseph Kostelic is in the penalty box.
Kostelic is in for St. Rita.
Looks like one on each side, matching penalties. We'll get the numbers on the Notre Dame players as soon as they're posted. But it looks like matching minors here.
Yeah, so we are still going to have 5-on-5 hockey, everybody.
No harm, no foul. It's hockey.
Yep. That's actually exactly right, Aaron. That's exactly right. And the puck is stolen away by the Dons. Dons on the breakaway. Shooting, big save by Dolan.
Psycho was all alone there, all the way in on Dolan, all by himself, and Dolan made a nice
another
save.
Some energy here from Notre Dame after the penalty. And now St. Rita brings it up and calms it down, and away we go. Going back in. Rita centering pass. Dangerous pass. Couldn't get a shot off the hot puck.
Lane Scott with a nice centering pass there.
Shot, and that puck went off the side of the net. In the slot, traffic deflected high. No centering pass, nobody home. Minute 20 left to go in the first period. Don's on the counterattack. Garcia, right wing, shot, another save by Dolan, and rebound. Couldn't handle it. Psycho keeps it in for but a moment. Now here come the Mustangs on the counterattack. Some big hits on being exchanged on both teams as energy is starting to run high and the chippiness level is starting to get higher.
This has been a feisty game thus far.
Kept in by the Mustangs. Bad angle shot, completely missed everything. Another big physical display.
Lane Scott going shoulder to shoulder with Garcia there on the blue line.
And puck eventually settled by St. Rita. Inside of 30 seconds left to go. 2-on-2. Nice little move inside and goes off of Delia. And the whistle is blown as the net came undone.
Yeah, Scott came down with Cahill on a 2-on-2, and Scott cut on the inside, tried to go backhand, and took Delia out as well as knocking the net off of its moorings.
Notre Dame playing a bit more inspired hockey here in this last minute or so after those respective fight penalties.
Yeah, that scrum down in the Notre Dame side has really seemed to energize this Dons team.
In the meantime, and the puck is fought for behind the net. A couple players' bodies go into each other as it's eventually captured by Notre Dame for a moment. And that is how your first period is going to end. After a very physical first period, your score after one, St. Rita Mustangs are up 1-0. Keep it here, everybody, as we will be back here for the second period of this action-packed Catholic League hockey game. You're watching Notre Dame Hockey on the Notre Dame Hockey Network, powered by Illinois Media School on Sportstown Chicago. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Rob Rose, and I'm one of the instructors here at Illinois Media School. I've been teaching here at the school since 2010, as a matter of fact, between Lombard and Chicago campuses. I teach radio. I work nights at 100.3 WSHE in Chicago, and I've been in the radio industry 27 years, 17 of those 27 as a station program director and operations manager, which means I hired people that came out of schools like this one. Unfortunately, places that I've been, I haven't been near schools like this, so I've had to go to places like Dunkin' Donuts and say, hey, you have a personality, would you like to try radio? So this is definitely the place to come. It's going to prepare you for absolutely everything that you need to know about the broadcast industry. We're talking radio, television, web, podcasting, absolutely everything. I keep in touch with all of my students that I've had in my classes since 2010 on Facebook and social media, and I love seeing all of the success stories. In fact, I work downtown Chicago with several graduates from this program. So get in touch with the school and take advantage of it. Make it your career. Do it now. I'm Rob Rose, nights on 100.3 WSHE in Chicago, and I am IMS.
Just tell me when we're coming back. Welcome back, everybody. You have Notre Dame Prep Hockey on the Notre Dame Prep Hockey Network, powered by Illinois Media School. Kevin Berger here with Aaron Schellen as we are just getting started on the second period of this Catholic League matchup.
Back quickly. I wasn't expecting that.
No, I wasn't either.
That's all right. We'll get back to some second period action here, and hopefully Notre Dame can continue with that momentum that they had towards the end of the first period.
Yeah,
they played really solid the last 5 or 6 minutes of the first.
Yeah, Aaron, we'll see if that little break, if that cut their momentum down a little bit, because it started out as a blitzkrieg early, seemingly, with St. Rita's scoring a goal within the first minute and a half of the game started. But Notre Dame was able to weather the storm, and we do have a stoppage of play, and they appear to be going back outside the zone.
It looks like we're going to have another penalty on Notre Dame here.
Looks like that is number 7.
Oh, excuse me, on St. Rita. That's Jake Jana, 2 minutes for roughing, it looks like.
And that actually, the word rough describes this game to a T so far, Aaron, as we have seen a lot of physical play, a lot of bodies being thrown around.
Yeah, you have, and and it's like a boxing match. And I mean, Notre Dame is a very physical team, and enough body blows eventually you can take that headshot, knock your opponent down. That seems to be sort of the strategy Notre Dame's going with here, throwing the body at every opportunity.
And I believe you mentioned it in the first period that's with a team as skilled as St. Rita is, that is something that Notre Dame's going to have to try to focus on in order to try to take some of the air out of their sails or air out of their lungs, as you were saying with the boxing reference.
Yeah, you got to play a physical style against an offensive team because they're not going to beat them going up and down the ice. That's not how this Notre Dame team plays.
And the puck is dumped back into Notre Dame's ice, where it's taken by number 76, Sletcher, and little collision it looked like as Delia might have gotten hit.
Well, it looks like Perchewski stole the puck and tried to go stick side on Delia, and Delia kicked that leg out and made the save. So unfortunately, the power play has gotten off to a bit of a rough start here for Notre Dame, but there's still 1:10 left, so have the opportunity to set up some offense. Winning the face-off, though, would be huge, as they did, because it's hard to set up your offense when you don't have the puck.
Exactly. Truer words were never spoken. And now the Fighting Dons do just that as they work themselves back into the offensive end. And the puck is initially stolen and taken away by St. Rita's. With 36, that was an easy save on Shiana's shot by Delia.
Looked like it was going to go wide anyway, but better safe than sorry.
And 40 seconds left on the power play as Esposito couldn't handle the puck. And puck eventually comes into center ice where it's taken by Gill. Gill shot, I believe that might have been deflected wide. And that was a shot missed wide left. But the Dons keep possession in the offensive end nonetheless. Notre Dame, 10 seconds left on the man advantage. Puck kept in by Notre Dame. Centering pass, nobody home, but it does find a Notre Dame player. Gill, wide, big shot deflected just wide of the net. And a whistle is blown. Can't tell what the call is, but I'm guessing we're about to find out.
Face-off looks like it's coming outside of the St. Rita zone.
As was, I believe, maybe it was played with a high stick?
High stick or hand pass, probably, yeah.
The official checks to make sure everyone's set, and away we go. As St. Rita comes in, a shot missed wide left of the net. That was Jake Jana with the shot. Puck deflected, bouncing, taken by St. Rita's. Mustangs shot, never got through. And that's back to number 15 as his shot deflected off of Delia's mask and out of play.
I think that actually hit the crossbar and went out and over. It's a nice shot from the point there by Donovan Model, and was deflected off the crossbar and out of play.
As we'll take a look at the replay. As Model's shot, I believe that might have been deflected on its way in. In the meantime, Delia makes a kick save with the right pad this time. Model keeps it in the zone. Waiting for something to happen, and then it's stolen away by the Dons. It's number 76, Scotty Sletcher. Sletcher. And the puck being fought for in the Mustangs end before they come out with it.
Sletcher's a tall and lanky kid out there on the ice. Towers over everybody else.
He's listed only at
Actually, I think that may be Ryan Sheen, actually.
Ryan
he's
Sheen,
6'5", 180.
That's a big human.
It's a big kid.
And that is a shot into the body of Delia.
Yeah, Nicholas Capuano took that shot from the blue line looking for a tip, and it past the stick of the St. Rita player and into the belly of goaltender Nick Delia.
10:50 left to go in this second period. This has been a relatively quiet period so far, at least in terms of scoring chances. It seems like Notre Dame's really found their stride, Aaron, when it comes to trying to settle down this Rita's attack.
Yeah, they have settled down defensively. Really, since that first couple minutes, it's been just as we say.
That is a goal for St. Rita. How ironic is that we were just talking about it, too.
And that looks like it was leading goal scorer Jack Cahill. We'll get the replay here in a second.
Get the replay on that, too, just to confirm, but it did look like Jack Cahill got it off the face-off.
From the left face-off dot.
That was just an absolute sniper of a shot.
Yeah, it was right from the face-off dot. Beat Delia short side over the right shoulder there.
And Przitsky passes as Notre Dame players run into each other. That puck missed pretty much everybody going into the opposite corner, and they just run over. Big hit over here on the blue as Michael Perry was run over. Perry gets it, shooting, not even close, and whistle is blown as it looked like there was a little altercation in the corner on the near side.
Looks like we're going to have another penalty called here on Notre Dame.
And it looks like the officials are starting to get sick of it.
Yeah, Schlechter got a talking to there by the official before he headed towards the bench.
It looks like he's going to the bench.
Yeah, as I say, the penalty box is open though, so my guess I think.
And
he's being thrown out of the game.
Is he given a game misconduct?
Yeah, he's being thrown out of the game.
As number 76, Scotty Schlechter, has been given a game misconduct, and that effectively makes his day. He's done.
I'll see what the actual call on the ice here, but I mean, if it's a 10-minute game
misconduct,
if it's 10-minute misconduct, he'd be back. But I don't think that was a misconduct. I mean, he went to the bench, he grabbed his sticks, and
he left.
Yeah.
Very angrily at that.
So let's see.
The captains for both teams are out next to the officials to try to straighten this out. Right now, it looks like the Dons only have 4 players on the ice, so they're obviously going to be getting Rita's obviously going to be getting a power play of some kind.
The Dons are definitely going to be shorthanded here. It's just a matter of for how long. You know, is it 2 minutes? Is it a major? Is it, you know, what is the end result here? But Schlechter was down here in the Notre Dame defensive zone. They were getting a little physical in the corner and. Some stick work, I guess you could say, that the refs didn't like, and they're now talking to the Notre Dame head coach Tom Geiger, explaining to him the situation. So yeah, it's been a minute, and we can see it here again. You can sort of see it on the right-hand side of the screen.
Right side of your screen, there are players tied up. A couple players from St. Rita's were looking over as asking what was going on.
And by the time the cameras turned over to that, the refs had already separated whatever was going on. So it's hard to tell, but you have to assume that it was some stick work again, I guess you could say, that led to it.
Let's see if we can see it any closer.
You can see there the official talking to Schlechter and really giving him an earful.
And that's really going to be unfortunate because if he is done for the game, that's going to mean that, and that's a 5-minute penalty.
It's a 5-minute major on Scott Schlechter, and along with that comes the disqualification, and it looks as though...
that means they're only going to be down to 5 defensemen.
Down to 5 defensemen. It looks like Dylan Cha is going to be taking Schlecter's spot in the penalty box, and this is obviously a critical part of the game for Notre Dame.
Big howitzer save by Delia. The official blew the whistle. Not really sure why, because the puck was clearly not frozen yet.
Yeah, it looks like the ref just lost track of the puck, and Delia didn't have possession of it clearly. But yeah, this is a huge spot in this game. If Notre Dame wants any shot at coming back in this one,
they need to kill off this penalty.
Yep.
And another shot that was blocked out in front. Delia's rebound score.
Thomas Crane on the rebound. Nice rebound shot over the stick side of Delia on the shot from the point by Donovan Model.
And I believe in the world of hockey, those are called garbage goals, but I'm pretty sure it looks the exact same on the scoreboard, so
sure
I don't
does.
think Crane's going to mind.
No, I don't think he's going to mind at all, and unfortunately, because it was a major penalty, Notre Dame remains shorthanded for the next 4:47. So,
with under 10 minutes left to go, it is now 3-0 St. Rita. As Rita works their way back in once more, as there's still 4:30 on that major penalty. So they could even find a way to get a couple of more in at the rate they're going.
Yeah, Notre Dame's got to be very careful here. This game could get out of control pretty quickly.
And that's Joe Delia, brother of the goalie, Nick Delia. He clears it way down the ice, and Notre Dame desperately needed that, especially with the long change here in the second period.
Absolutely, yeah. The long change, your bench is at the far end of the ice, and when you're shorthanded, those changes can be difficult.
And the Mustangs on their way back in. Backhanded pass, nobody home. And a big hit, and that was a dangerous play. And temper's starting to flare.
Yeah, that Joe Delia went hard. 2 hands in the back of it. Looked like Jake Jana, and Delia's going to get some time for that too. The refs need to get a handle on this one pretty quickly.
And I think that's exactly what they're doing now.
You can see there, Delia went hard into the corner. Yeah.
He was not playing the puck whatsoever, and now they have 2 players in the box. So now it is going to be a 5-on-3 for 3 minutes and 48 seconds, and things have just gone from bad to worse right now.
And Delia's lucky that he didn't join Schlechter there in the locker room with that hit. That was dangerous.
And it looks like they have another Dons player in the penalty box as well. So there's 3 of them, and there's that shot misses well wide to the left. Shot, Delia kicks it away with the pad. And shot never got through, as that was number 3, Michael Perry.
Well, that was a nice job by Notre Dame there, keeping St. Rita on the outside, which is really all you can do when you're in a 5-on-3 situation.
And the Mustangs on the counterattack again. Shot, book deflected off a body into the corner. Notre Dame now almost exclusively keeping 1 player directly in front of the net to try to keep Delia's vision clear.
Again, a nice play by the Notre Dame defense. First 45, 50 seconds of this 5-on-3, they've done a pretty nice job.
Notre Dame desperately got a very needed change, as they're still going to be 5-on-3 for another minute. Puck won by Rita, and clearing attempt lifted by Esposito. Centering pass deflected off a stick high into the opposite corner. Centering pass. Backhand shot into the body of Delia. Rebound taken by the Dons.
Nice job by Nick Delia there. A couple of tough saves on the initial shot from the point and then on the rebound as well.
Centering pass for Rita. Again, shot blocked. That was number 44 for Notre Dame. Nick Janke taking a basically point-blank shot right to the back. 15 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Centering pass, shot, missed it wide. Stuff attempt, shot, big save by Delia. How did he stop that?
That was a great save by Delia. Thomas Crane came around behind the net and tried the kind of the tuck into the corner, and you can see here Delia dives with the glove and makes the stop. That was gorgeous by Nick Delia.
And that chance was off that weird bounce that it took once it hit the back boards off that missed shot, because the Dons have killed off this first penalty.
Crane had a wide open net there.
Shot, oh, good stop there on the centering pass by the Dons.
Yeah, Thomas Crane's going to be seeing that one in his dreams, I think.
And puck is captured by Notre Dame, cleared down the ice by number 54, Matt Panico. Another crucial stretch here by Notre Dame, as they now have 1:20 left to go on the 5-on-4. And another clearing by Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's done a nice job here after that initial goal on the on the major penalty to Schlechter. They've done a nice job closing this one down so far.
And here we go. Rita, and that's another thunderous hit. Let's have it. Shot, scores! That was number 22, Sean O'Kelly.
Sean O'Kelly with the bomb right up against the boards, beat Nick Delia low stick side.
We got the replay here. We'll have the big hit right there before it. I think that might have fooled Delia as well because it didn't come off the ice. It stayed on the ice the whole time.
Yeah, it beat him right underneath that right pad. It started with the big hit by Landfit in the corner here along the boards, and the puck just sort of found its way to O'Kelly, and O'Kelly beat Delia cleanly.
And that's a really tough stretch for Delia because he's been the hero of these past 2 penalties so far, having them only give up 2 goals.
Yeah, this 4-0 game could easily be 7 or 8-0 if it wasn't for Nick Delia, for sure.
Hewen gets the puck stolen away before it's corralled back behind the net. Attempted clear, gets as far as the blue line, but kept in by Rita. Shot deflected wide of the net. That was Delvin with the shot. Here come the Mustangs again, and puck is deflected out into neutral ice. Before it's corralled by Notre Dame initially. Shipped ahead and into the offensive zone now. 15 seconds left on the power play for St. Rita's.
We haven't been down in this side of the ice that much in this second period. A lot of shorthanded time for Notre Dame, and St. Rita's done a nice job offensively keeping control of the puck.
As now that penalty is finally over, so now both teams are back at full strength as the Mustangs come back once again. Moving from left to right, and it goes into the half boards before a couple bodies thump together, and the puck is eventually corralled. Shot by number 36, Trent Sheena, but that was well wide. Puck eventually finds its way back behind the net and goes across before it's taken by St. Rita's once again. Fought for in the far corner. Cross ice pass, tees it up, shot, no. Saved by Dealer, and we got a breakaway chance.
Shane Zeman
tries to get it away, big stick. Big time play with the stick there by number 3, Michael Perry, who never gave up on the play and was able to lift the stick up just in time so Zeman couldn't get a shot off. But good news for Notre Dame, they are on the offensive end. Shot into the body of Dolan. And that was a big sequence there for St. Rita's on the defensive end, as that was one of the few times that Dolan's been tested here in this second period.
That was actually the first time Dolan has been tested here in the second period. That was the first shot on goal for the Dons here in the middle frame.
4:14 left to go.
Shots are currently 17-7 St. Rita.
Face-off won by Notre Dame before it's eventually taken by St. Rita's after they capture it behind their own net. Puck flipped ahead. Notre Dame has to tag up. And it works its way back into Notre Dame's territory. Esposito now maneuvers his way, makes him look silly on that little move. Right on in, shot up high, just missed the net.
Just couldn't finish. Had the nice moves, broken alone, and just shot it high.
And now St. Rita's comes back in. Waits. That's Moti. Waits, dumps it around the net. Fought for in the corner. And puck is eventually won by the Dons. Good little move up the ice as here comes Esposito.
Esposito's got some moves.
Dumps it up, and puck stolen initially, but Esposito finds a way to corral it again before he takes a thump behind the net.
Modal pinned him up against the back boards.
Taylor. He maneuvers his way on in the slot and couldn't get a shot off as he waited a bit too long to try to get it on the backhand.
Nice defensive play by Lane Scott there to keep Taylor from really doing anything.
He wasn't even able to get a shot off. Inside of 3 minutes to go, 2:35 to be specific. And that puck is eventually just goes into the corner. and is won by Rita, and that is gone off a skate. That's shot well wide. No challenge for Delia. Centering pass. Nobody could get a shot off. Or it's taken by Sheen. And a whistle is blown. And it looks like we are going to have a face-off to the right of Delia.
Yeah, shots here in the second period are 10-1 St. Rita. So St. Rita really, again, they've tipped the ice towards Nick Delia, and yeah, I mean it's been a really difficult game for Notre Dame to really get anything going offensively here whatsoever, which is what we thought was going to happen, or at least what we said could potentially happen at the start of the game.
And the biggest thing here is that St. Rita is a team that likes to play with the puck, and that's exactly what they've done. Is they get him 2 chances, point blank, and Delia is able to be up to the task.
That was fantastic, both glove work and pad work with his left pad there by Nick Delia. 2 more point blank opportunities for St. Rita that Nick Delia shut the door on.
Notre Dame works its way out, and the puck stays in by Cahill. Cahill, as he wasn't able to get anything resembling a shot as it was cleared off into the corner. Cahill gets it back. Dances, centering pass is instead intercepted by Notre Dame. McNulty. Shot, no challenge at all for Dolan as he used the blocker.
It was almost like a knuckleball. He kind of shouldered that one off a little bit.
Lebowski keeps it in, shooting, just missing wide, rebound! Saved by Dolan. Puck still in the possession of Notre Dame. Shot missed wide of the net. Better stretch here offensively for Notre Dame as they're able to get a good couple of shots off.
A little bit, yeah. They've couple of offensive chances there as we close down the second period.
1 minute left to go, and it's dumped back in on the inboards by Lance Ivet before he goes to the bench for a change. And here comes Rita. Rudzinski shot! He scores!
Yeah, Brzezinski just blasted that one. And I'm noticing Nick Delia is having a really difficult time stick side. 4 of the 5 goals have been scored stick side on Nick Delia. And again, it's 5-0. It could easily be 8 or 9-0 if it wasn't for Nick Delia. But that stick side, St. Rita seems to have found a bit of a weakness there.
Because that was a howitzer of a shot, and it just went right over Delia's right shoulder.
Yeah.
35 seconds to go now. The score is now 5-0 Mustangs. And that puck cleared out. And puck almost intercepted in the neutral zone by Sheen. And Cahill waits, takes a look in the corner before he dumps it around the net. And 10 seconds to go. Sheehan picks it up. Tries to advance it past the blue line, could not. Puck wrapped around, and that is how the second period is going to end. As we've definitely seen it opening up in terms of scoring here in the second period. With your score after 2, 5-0 St. Rita's over the Notre Dame Fighting Dons. We'll be back with you guys after a brief timeout. Don't go anywhere. You are watching Notre Dame hockey, powered by the Illinois Media School.
What originally brought me to the Illinois Media School was my love for sports radio. In high school, I became a huge 670 The Score fan and wanted to be part of sports radio. So after trying a couple other things and I'm not really being what I wanted to do, I found my passion for media and especially sports radio at the Illinois Media School. What I enjoy is finding like-minded people like myself that have a passion for the media industry and are willing to do whatever it takes to reach their goals and be what they want to be in this industry. And that's what I like about the students you continue to see at the Illinois Media School. A lot of talent, a lot of drive, and that pushes you to be better as well as making everybody's work better on top of that. My name's Rick Camp. I'm a producer at 670 The Score. I'm an instructor at the Illinois Media School, and I am IMS.
Hi, my name is Peyton Adams. I work for US 99.5 in Chicago, and the reason I came to the Illinois Media School to be a teacher.
Hello, everybody. We are back here at the Mount Prospect Ice Arena. Kevin Berger and Aaron Schellen coming to you live, bringing you Notre Dame hockey on the Notre Dame Hockey Network, powered by Illinois Media School. As we have the St. Rita's Mustangs over the Dons right now, 5-0 after an offensive explosion in that second period. Aaron, by the Mustangs, as that's a shot and save by Delia into the body.
That was Jake Jana coming down the right wing. He had Thomas Crane on his left, and he chose to take it and tried to beat Delia. You can see here, tried to beat Delia glove side, and Delia was up to the challenge. Nice glove save there by Nick Delia. Exactly. Looks like he caught it in between his glove and his body.
And face-off won by Rita, center and pass, nobody home. For just a minute in, and we got a breakaway chance for Georges. 2-on-1 shot, couldn't corral them! And that was number 27.
Georges, the pass was a little bit in his feet there.
As he just could not handle it. He had a wide open slot, wide open net, and just couldn't find the handle on the puck. And that's a shot, that's a wraparound shot, easily saved by Delia. And a couple players tied up at the other end of the ice as we've had tempers running rampant this entire game.
Yeah, it's been a
and that's a huge hit! Oh my goodness! Quentin Hewing put his entire frame into that hit. And I think, and we'll definitely have it on the replay as that was number 7, Jana, as he unloaded on him, and Jana pounds his stick on the ice, signifying that he's okay.
It's a clean hit down there behind the Notre Dame net.
And it appears that the officials did not see it that way, as it looks like Hewin's going to be going to the box as well for a penalty, as it seems like, I feel like they've just had enough of this.
Yeah, I mean, the referees have to do what they have to do to get control of it. I mean, 5-0, 13 minutes left. They don't want anybody getting hurt.
And ladies and gentlemen, in the break, we actually made a point that this game has been an extremely physical one, especially in that second period, Aaron. And I made the comment that this game, you mentioned it was a heavyweight fight in boxing. To me, this seems like it's as physical as a Catholic League football game between these two teams.
Yeah, they've been a lot of big hits. Refs have had to step in and get involved on more than one occasion, as high sticks and high gloves throughout.
And we do have another stoppage here, as it looks like the referees and the head coach for Notre Dame are talking to, I can't tell who that is. If it might be maybe an athletic trainer?
Perhaps, I'm not entirely sure. It may be. I think they want Jana to go down and talk to. I think that might be a doctor.
Yep.
I think they may want Jana to go down and perhaps get checked out there.
I mean, that's a fair statement, because Jana did not get up from that hit for about 5-10 seconds. He was just on the ice, not moving.
Yeah, it took him a second to get up, so it looks like they're talking to him, making sure that he's okay to keep playing, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, that was a big hit. I mean, it looks like maybe Hewing got a little high with his hands behind the net. But 6'2", 150.
Do we think we can pull up the replay for that one more time to see the hit, if possible?
And it looks like they're going to let Janice stay in the game.
As long as he's okay.
It looks like he's okay getting a hand from the crowd here.
He's getting some polite applause.
And here's the hit again on Jana behind the net. The elbow.
Yeah, he was a little high.
The elbow. I mean, he's also 6'2", so.
Yeah.
But the elbow came up a little bit there, so that's fair.
Bad angle shot, easily saved by Delia. Puck still being fought for, and then eventually frozen by Delia.
Another power play opportunity here for St. Rita. They've got 2 power play goals thus far in the game tonight, or this afternoon. What time is it? This afternoon, I think, still?
6 o'clock.
Not tonight.
And that is a authoritative clearing attempt by the Dons, but it was unfortunately unsuccessful. Shot deflected off a stick just wide of the net. Looked like it was going to go wide anyway. And shot out in front of Delia, easily saved with the left pad, or right pad. Our left, his right. And that's a shot, that's saved with the right pad, kicked into the corner, where Notre Dame's clearing attempt again stopped. 1 minute left to go on this power play for the Mustangs. Centering pass, nobody home. Instead, teed off a shot that was deflected a couple of times wide and to the right. Notre Dame clears it all the way down. They needed that change here to get some fresh bodies out on the ice.
Donovan Model with that blast from the point back there. A couple players had to duck. That was a headhunter.
Good move by Joe Delia to kill that penalty. So he killed about good 10 seconds off that penalty by himself. Rita moves in, patient. Tees up a slap shot, deflected off the pad of Delia.
Jake Scott, that was a low screamer. I don't think that one ever got more than an inch or two off the ice.
He's got a heavy shot too.
Yeah, he does.
In the meantime, as now both teams are at full strength.
Shots are now up to 26-9 for St. Rita. It was 8-6 at one point, to kind of give you an idea of what the last period and a half has looked like for Notre Dame.
And Aaron, I feel like that really sums up this game as Delia makes another point-blank stop on Cahill this time. That just shows who's had more puck possession, and Rita's been able to pretty much do whatever they wanted for most of the game.
Well, Notre Dame had that 4 or 5 minute span after that initial scrum down here in the first period where it looked like they started to get their feet underneath them, but it got away from them with that major early on in the second period.
And the puck gets cleared all the way down, where it's fought for and eventually won by the Mustangs. Puck gets as far as center and then dumped in on the inboards. Shot, and that is off the post and in!
Jake Jana with another long-range shot. That's, I think, 3 or 4 times. It's 3 or 4 times that St. Rita has beaten, has beaten Nick Delia with a distant shot. You can see it here.
As he took that hit too and didn't give up on the play. Great shot is, I don't think Delia saw that.
No, that beat him on the ice glove side, which doesn't happen very often.
Because I don't think he saw, because you saw how his body was kind of angled.
Yeah. His angled to the right. It's almost like he was trying to look around the defender for the puck, and by the time he saw it, it was past him and in the net.
So that pushes the advantage to 6-0. As the Dons are on their way back as well to see if they can get some semblance of offense where Gill gets it stolen. Puck works its way out. Shot, and he scores! Number 14, Dylan Shaw.
That's freshman Dylan Shaw's first goal of the year, so something to build on. Notre Dame gets on the board. It's on the board late here though, but again, it's something good to build on as a team.
And it was very interesting in that sequence there, Aaron, because I can't remember the last time that they actually had 3 of their forwards going up the ice at the same time like that.
Yeah, they've been playing in reverse most of the game, and they had an opportunity to play in fast forward there, and Dylan Shaw took advantage of it. Congratulations to Dylan with his first goal of the season.
And in the meantime, as the Dons come back down trying to build off of that, in these last 8:30 or so, passing to nobody in particular as it goes into the corner. Gill, that shot easily deflected off a body and a stick, and eventually works its way into Dolan, and that will be a whistle.
That was another good shift, though, by Notre Dame. Initial shot by Cha was blocked, came right to Matt Panico, who turned and fired, and the save was made by Dolan, but for a second it looked like Dolan wasn't sure where the puck was. So that was a nice couple of possessions, or a nice couple of possessions by Notre Dame.
Shot! Oh, and he had a big hit away from the puck. As that chance out in front was saved by Dolan, but there was a big hit done away from the puck.
Looks like Alex Georges got hit behind the net there.
And
he's
I cannot
kind of
believe
coupled, bent over there, but he's a hockey player, so he's going to stay in.
And the faceoff is won by the Mustangs. Esposito takes it. Georges tries to fight for it. Or it's won by St. Rita's for the moment. And away we go back down the ice. Shot, no good. And Esposito fighting, winning. Georges gets there. Couldn't corral it. Esposito stops, maneuvers, keeps the puck on his skate, and now we're on the way back. Tries to deke in. Good stick there by number 39, Jack Taylor. Esposito plays the puck off the boards to himself before it gets taken away by St. Rita. And here come the Mustangs again. Dumped in on the inboard, 6:45 left to go in the third period. Georges shot, he scores! Number 55,
Seamus Malahi did that all on his own, took the puck in his own zone, skated up through central ice into the St. Rita zone and beat Dolan glove side, and just like that, Notre Dame is, I would say they're back into it, but they definitely got the momentum on their side. 2 goals in about a minute and a half.
Well, also, as you said, Aaron, this is something that can really give them a confidence boost, even, with the result the way it is, at least right now, that they could score 2 goals, like you said, in less than 2 minutes.
Well, I think the bigger thing to keep in mind is you always play to the end. You play to the final whistle, you play to the ref says, okay, guys, the game's over. And Notre Dame is doing that. They could easily have shut down, and this could be a 9-10 nothing game, but instead they've made it more competitive, and that's what you like to see.
As the Mustangs bring it back in, another big thump off the puck. Taylor gets it up, and that was Georges that chips it ahead further.
Notre Dame does play a very defensive-minded game. You can see they only sent two forwards in there. Their third forward was staying in central ice, in neutral zone.
Now he's on the right side. Good shot into the body of Dolan.
By Zach Lanfit. Lanfit is more known for his physicality, although he does have 13 points so far this year, so he can put the puck in the net. But again, shots were 23-6 at one time, or 25-6 at one point. They're not 27-13. So again, Notre Dame has come on at a bit here as of late.
5:30 left to go in this game. And cross-ice pass gets to Gill before he tries to get it ahead further, but it's retaken by the Mustangs. In behind the Dons net. Dangerous pass, centering pass, intercepted by Notre Dame. Puck fought for around the blue line, and it's stopped as...
It's like we just had a tie up there along the boards.
And we'll be taking this face-off outside into the neutral zone. .440 left to go in this third period. 6-2 the score in favor of the Mustangs of St. Rita's over Notre Dame. That's a shot, on the ice, no. Rebound, eventually kicked out of there by Taylor.
Another nice save by Nick Dealey. He's had himself, giving up 6 goals, but that's misleading. He's had a pretty good game.
And a big pileup of bodies in front of the Notre Dame bench, and here now it goes in front of the penalty box. And players getting into it as they're getting in each other's personal space.
I have a feeling there are going to be people inside the penalty box here momentarily.
And that was number 24 on St. Rita. That was Nicholas Capuano that he got out of there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, it looks like you've got at least 2 Notre Dame players in the penalty box right now.
But it looks like despite Capuano's effort, he's going in the penalty box anyway.
Yeah, it appears as though St. Rita's going to come out of this with another power play. That was, again, a pretty physical. This has been a physical game start to finish, and scrum right in front of the penalty box. So neither team had far to go there to get themselves into the box.
It kind of just migrated about 5 feet down the ice.
Yeah.
4:13 left to go in this third period, everybody. And don't you go anywhere, because after this game is over, we are bringing to you the main event of the evening. That is going to be the varsity matchup between these two teams, Notre Dame Prep versus St. Rita. That is sure to be a great one, as the faceoff is now won by St. Rita. That's a shot, easy save by Delia.
That is St. Rita's 30th shot on goal of the game. So Nick Delia, 24 of 30. The save percentage isn't going to look great, but this game could have been a whole lot worse if he had made some of those big saves that he had made, especially on that 5-on-3 in the second period.
Exactly. And another big hit in the corner. And that's a bad angle shot, deflected off Delia into the netting, out of play.
So again, 6-2, just under 4 minutes left to go. It's all about finishing strong, playing smart, and just again, something to build on for your next game.
St. Rita, you got to think St. Rita is going to be happy with their result from this game.
Well, sure. I mean, they came into this averaging just under 4 goals a game. They've got 6, and they've taken advantage of the opportunities that Notre Dame has given them.
Speaking of opportunities, Cahill almost capitalizes on that one as he had a wide open net but was unable to get the backhand home against Delia.
Hey, he went forehand, backhand there, and Delia moved across the crease with him and was able to make the stop.
And that puck might be a 2-on-1. Sheen and he could not get that pass to connect. Rita right on in. And good stick there by Gill as he goes tumbling to the ice.
Sandwich between a couple of St. Rita players there.
And now Gill doesn't look like he was happy with being taken to the deck there. As now Rita keeps it in. The Mustangs still in the offensive zone, just about 3 minutes to go. Puck wrapped around the boards before it's taken by number 14 of Notre Dame, as Dylan Shaw. Puck works its way out to the neutral zone. And the
Notre Dame's got to be careful. They have about 7 players on the ice right now.
And another thumple on the boards where the puck gets dumped back into the Mustangs' end. 2:30 left to go in the third period. And the Mustangs retreat. And that is now number 23 of the Mustangs, Kostic, as they go in, wraps it around the boards once more. Inside of just about 2 to go as the Dons start back. Centering pass was deflected off a skate. Works its way in. Notre Dame shooting backhand, just missed left.
Esposito's got some real moves there. He's really good on his skates.
Esposito with it once again, trying to maintain control as he gets shoved off the puck. But they manage to keep it in play anyway. Puck gets a lazy shot towards Dolan, easily deflects it away, and it gets sent right back in the zone from whence it came. Under a minute 30 left to go now in the third period. Back behind the net, wanted a centering pass, there was nobody there. Garcia, that's a shot into the body of defenseman for St. Rita's, Gill. Nifty little move there in the open ice. And that puck is eventually taken by Rita under a minute to go, and that's another big hit.
Malahi again with a big open ice hit there.
Good centering pass there. Good stick, even better stick work. About 35 seconds to go now. Notre Dame, another big hit was taken at Gill, and the puck is now in the corner before it gets its way back out. Shot, deflected, never got through. Minsky fighting and losing the possession of the puck, 15 to go. Puck in the neutral zone, another big hit done in front of the Notre Dame bench. And now it's escalated to the point where now there's 3 Notre Dame players against 1 of Rita's. And this could be getting out of hand with half a second to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the ref was doing there. They had 3 Notre Dame players on 1 St. Rita player, and the ref was standing right there watching it and didn't blow the whistle. Not entirely sure what was going on there, as they just let the clock run out.
And looks like the officials have decided to take off that last half second, and that is how this game is going to end, ladies and gentlemen, with a pretty dominant performance, especially on both ends of the ice by St. Rita's.
Yeah, you know, Notre Dame gave St. Rita a few too many chances. He had the 5-on-3 major penalty in the second period in which St. Rita scored twice. They had 3 power play goals for the game. They were outshot 31-14, and again, you know, with a team that scores like St. Rita does, you just can't give them that many opportunities, and Notre Dame did, and St. Rita made them pay.
And you said it perfectly, Aaron. As we watch the teams, they do line up for little handshakes, which, you know, that's a very nice display of sportsmanship.
This is why hockey is the best sport. You don't see this in any other game. You know, very physical, very emotional game, you could say, and the game ends and they still shake hands and tell each other good game. So that's why I love hockey.
And you said it perfectly, Aaron, is that Notre Dame they gave them too many opportunities, but I think the player of the game, in all honesty, I would say that would be Nick Delia, for how, as you've mentioned it multiple times, as to how bad this game could have been had he not played as well as he did. And I know, even though it has 6 goals on the score sheet, some people might, well, how good did he play?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, 6 goals on 31 shots, but yeah, I mean, the game could have easily been 9 or 10 to nothing. So,
I mean, he did definitely have the play of the game. Well, everybody, that is going to just about do it here for this JV edition of Notre Dame College Prep Hockey. You guys keep it here on the Notre Dame Hockey Network, powered by the Illinois Media Schools. We will be bringing you the varsity edition of this game coming up in a little bit. Until next time, my name is Kevin. I'm on behalf of Aaron. Oh my goodness.
You're good.
Aaron.
Aaron's fine.
On behalf of Aaron, and we will see you guys in a little bit.